Dear students, Junior JEE bridge course, simply I eliminated the name bridge course. So completed a bridge course. We have entered into intermediate first year syllabus. Already 50 days back only I have started mathematics 1A. In mathematics 1B concepts, I handled as a bridge course. Now I am handling mathematics 1A, IB concepts only. The chapter trigonometry I am handling. In the chapter trigonometry, we have successfully completed the exercise 6A, theory, concept, sums, formula and everything. Now let us going to discuss about the exercise 6B concept, theory, formula and everything. Before going to discuss that, you need to put side heading that periodic function. Periodic function. A function f maps A to B is said to be periodic function. A function f maps A to B is said to be periodic function. Said to be periodic function if f of p plus x is equal to f of x. This is the main formula. If f of p plus x is equal to f of x, where p is the least positive integer, it is the main point. P is the least positive integer. P is the least positive integer. Now, let us write the example. Sin x equal to f of x I am taking. F of x is equal to sin x. Now, f of 2 pi plus x I am taking. F of 2 pi plus x means sin. Instead of x, you have to substitute 2 pi plus x. So 2 pi plus x, sin of, you write here 2 pi plus x is equal to sin 2 pi means it is nothing but 0. Sin of 0 plus x becomes sin x. So simply it becomes sin x. So you can say that here period of, here least positive integer I am discussing and explain. Just wait. Sin x, f sin of 2 pi plus x is equal to sin x because period of sin x is equal to 2 pi. Let us discuss about f of 8 pi plus x. That is sin of 8 pi plus x. 2 pi multiples all are becoming 0 because 2 pi means first rotation, 4 pi second rotation, it is 0, 6 pi third rotation, it is 0, 8 pi fourth rotation, it is 0, 10 pi fifth rotation, it is 0, even 1 lakh pi also it is 0. You can substitute sin of 1 lakh pi plus x, it becomes sin x only. Then you can get the doubts, sin 1 lakh pi plus x is equal to 0. Where p is period of it, you had written those are. That is why 1 lakh pi is also periods are. Okay, you can write 1 crore also, you can write. There is no large number. We cannot say proper large number. That is why here where p is the least positive integer. So here 2 pi, according to that whole total numbers, 2 pi is smaller than the 1 lakh 1 crore like that. Is why you need to understand that 2 pi is the period. 8 sin of 8 pi plus x is equal to sin x. Even though this is right, you should not say that to 8 pi is period, because the rule is there, the period of periodic function is least positive integer. So least positive integer, then why we cannot write sin pi plus x? Okay, substitute sin pi means sin 180 plus theta minus sin theta according to all similarity allied angles. So minus sign you should not get, plus whether it is sine or cos or tan or cosec or sec or cot anything, you have to get the positive value. That is why 2 pi plus x we have taken. Now let us write f of x is equal to cos x. Now cos x, f of this one also I am writing as 2 pi plus x. F of 2 pi plus x means cos of 2 pi plus only we should get, not minus. Cos of 2 pi plus x, of course it is 0. Cos x. So period of, I am writing here, period of cos x is equal to also 2 pi. Period of cos x is equal to 2 pi. Now f of x is equal to tan x. Tan x. Of course, f of 2 pi plus x is equal to f of 0 plus x becomes tan x. But for tan 180 plus theta in third quadrant, tan theta is positive. So tan 180 plus theta becomes plus tan theta. That is why you can take here simply f of pi plus x. F of pi plus x means here tan of pi plus x. Tan of pi plus x is equal to tan x. Therefore, period of tan x is equal to pi. In the similar way, for the reciprocals of sin cos tan cosecant x, you can write here in the similar way f of 2 pi plus x is equal to cosecant of 2 pi plus x. Cosecant of 2 pi plus x is equal to cosecant x. Therefore, period of cosecant x is equal to 2 pi. Period of cosecant x is equal to 2 pi. And next one, let f of x is equal to secant x, the reciprocal of cos x. F of 2 pi plus x, I am writing f of 2 pi plus x is equal to secant of 2 pi plus x is equal to secant x. If you are having doubt also, you can substitute for everything pi plus x other than tan and cot. You never get the value positive for all other trigonometric functions except tan and cot. So secant of pi plus x is equal to secant x. Therefore, we can understand that period of secant x is equal to 2 pi. Next one, f of x is equal to cot x. You take cot and tan are reciprocal, so we put here f of pi plus 6. So cot of pi plus 6. Cot of pi plus x is equal to cot x. You should get positive. Therefore, you can write period of cot x is equal to pi. Now you can understand for tan x and cot x the periods are pi, and for all other trigonometric functions other than tan and cot are 2 pi. This is the most IMP concept. So for secant x, cosecant x, sin x, cos x period are 2 pi, and for tan x and cot x the period is pi. Now period of f of ax plus b is equal to second formula, period of f of ax plus b is equal to, you can write like this, p by mod a. P by mod a, where p is period of given function. Where p is a period of given function. So that example, I say one example. Find the period of cos of 5x plus 3 whole by 2. This is an example. Now you can write this one as cos 5x by 2 plus 3 by 2. Here I said the formula p by mod a, there is no related with b. Forget about b. But whatever the number is there in denominator, separately distribute the number for 5 and 3. So cos 5x by 2 plus 3 by 2. Here you can write a is equal to 5 by 2. So small a is equal to 5 by 2 instead of the formula ax plus b. Now period of the given function means here period of cos x you have to write. Period of cos x formula 2 pi. So now period of given function. Period of given function. So period C period formula P by mod A. Here P period of cos x is indicating with P. So P is equal to 2 pi. So P by mod A. So 2 pi by 5 by 2 you have to write. 2 pi by 5 by 2. So 2 2s are 4 and 4 pi by 5 is period of the given total entire function is 4 pi by 5 here. Now let us calculate the exercise 6b. Depends upon periodicity and periodical questions. Let us do the exercise 6b. After completion of this periodicity, we can draw the graphs. Exercise 6b. Page number 242. Exercise 6b, page number 242. Roman number 1. Question given as find the periods. Find the periods. First one, cos of 3x plus 5 minus plus 7. Cos of 3x plus 5 plus 7. Students, you need to calculate about only the coefficient of x, which is in the form of cos of ax plus b plus c or cos of ax plus b. Anything you can calculate here depends upon this one only. Here a is equal to, you write here a is equal to 3. No need to count about b and c. A coef of x is a. Right here next period of cos x. Period of cos x is equal to 2 pi. Now write the original period formula. P by mod a. P by mod a is equal to 2 pi by 3. That's all. Now second question, he given as tan of 5x. Tan of 5x. Here a is equal to 5. Write like this. A is equal to 5. If there is no b, b is equal to 0, forget about b and c everything. Now write the period of tan x. Period of tan x means here write tan, don't get confused. That is pi. So p meaning pi. Write the formula period of given function formula p by mod a. So p means pi here, pi by 5. That's all. Third question, cos of 4x plus 9 by 5. This is 2 marks IMP question. Cos of 4x plus 9 by 5. Write like this. Cos of 4 by 5 into x plus 9 by 5. Here, a meaning coefficient of x. A meaning 4 by 5. Period you write. Period is equal to period of cos x. Period of cos x is indicating with the letter p. That is equal to 2 pi. Now, we need to calculate the period of given function formula p by mod a here 2 pi by 4 by 5. So 5 to the 10 pi by 4 you can write this is as 5 pi by 2. 5 pi by 2 is the period of given sum. Fourth question, modulus of sin x given. Modulus of sin x. Here one thing you can understand. There is no question of p by a concept. F of pi plus x. f of x is equal to, I am writing mod sin x. F of x is equal to mod sin x. Now you substitute here. If you substitute f of x is equal to sin x. Now put f of pi plus x to sin of pi plus x. Sin 180 plus theta means minus sin theta. We did not get a proper value. Don't confuse, no problem. Modulus is there. Modulus means absolute value, it is a positive. So now you can write for modulus of f of x is equal to modulus of f of pi plus x, that is equal to modulus of minus sin x. Now for modulus of f of pi plus x, this is sin x. So simply whatever the value we given, that the value we got. So by applying which number we got the value same, by applying pi. Therefore here period is equal to pi. So least positive integer is pi. If modulus is not there, then you have to write only 2 pi. If modulus is there, negative value also can be considerable as positive value. Okay, next, fifth one, tan of x plus 4x plus 9x. This is also IMP 2 marks question. Tan of x plus 4x plus 9x plus so on n square x. N being a positive integer, it's okay. Now tan of, take here x common, it becomes 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus so on n square. Because 2 square means 4, 3 square means not like that. That is equal to tan of x into, in 10th class you have learnt, I think, the formula sigma n square is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. This is the summation of square numbers. So substitute here the formula n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. This total value is the coefficient of x here. Now you write here a is equal to the total value n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Now period of tan x. Period of tan x or tan theta, you can write it is 5. So applying the period formula, period of given value p by mod a. So pi by everything you should write n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole by 6. 6 taken up, you write 6 pi by n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1. This is the period of the given function. Tan of x plus 3x plus 3x, 4x plus 9x plus so on. Period sums completed. Now we have to calculate the writing functions using given period. Find a sine function whose period 2 by 3. Find a sine function. Find a sine function whose period 2 by 3. Here that meaning is that the period p by a given as the value 2 by 3. So we need to calculate the periodic function period we should write. Find a sine function with period 2 by 3. Period is equal to p by mod I am writing. So p means here 2 pi by 3. That value, no, 2 pi. Now you write 2 pi by 2 by 3. 2 get cancelled. It becomes 3 pi. So sine here I am writing everywhere. In the similar way here a becoming as 3 pi. So a is equal to 3 pi. So period function required function is equal to f of x is equal to sine of 3 pi x. Next, seventh question. Sine of 3 pi x is sixth question. Next, seventh question. Find a cosine function whose period is 7. Find cosine function. Cosine means cos. Sine, cosine, find cosine function whose period is 7. Whose period is 7. Now using the formula period equal to p by mod a, that is equal to 2 pi by mod a, that is equal to 7. So a is equal to 2 pi by 7. So sin here cos ax. So cos ax means cos 2 pi by 7 into x. So function you can write cos ax means cos 2 pi by 7 into x. That's all. If you are having any doubt, simply by using p by mod a concept, 2 pi by 7 by 2 pi by 2 pi by 7, you can get the value 7. It is right. Now periodic functions, write some sign. Finding period sums completed. Let us going to enter in the graphs of every function depends upon minus 2 pi and 2 pi. Graphs. Put side heading. Graph of trigonometric functions. Graph of trigonometric functions. First question. Draw the graph. Draw the graph of y is equal to sin x in between the interval minus 2 pi comma 2 pi. The graphs of sin x and cos x are most important concept in objective IP in every sum. The sum which depends upon the trigonometry concept. In everywhere we used to say that the sin x and cos x lies between minus 1 and 1. The range of sin x and cos x is minus 1 and 1. And the range of sin square x or cos square x is 0, 1. Like that every time, every day in second year and first year. We used to say, that is why this is the most IMP concept. Graph of sin x and cos x depends upon minus 2 pi, 2 pi. You take any interval, but this is better. The graph will be in perfect mode. Minus 2 pi, 2 pi. Put here x. Here y is equal to sin x, right? Minus 2 pi. So minus 360. Between minus 2 pi, 2 pi, take the gap, take the interval 90. Minus 2 pi means minus 360, 2 pi means plus 360. Between minus 360 and plus 360. So for two complete rotations, negative to positive, take the interval minus pi by 2, that is minus 90. So it becomes minus 3 pi by 2, and this is minus 5, and this is minus pi by 2, this is 0, this is pi by 2, and here pi by 2, next pi, this is 3 pi by 2, and here it is 2 pi. Students, one thing you observe, sine of n pi equal to 0. It is the main constant. Sin n pi meaning sin 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, anything. Including sin of minus theta minus sin theta constant, there is no minus 0. That is also 0. Whenever you face minus or plus multiples of pi, put 0 simply. So this is 0. 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 Now minus 270. Sin of minus theta means minus sin theta. Now I am going to discuss with you about sin of minus 3 pi by 2. Sin of minus 3 pi by 2 means this is minus sin theta minus sin of 270 minus sin of, you can write 180 degrees plus 90. Sin 180 plus theta becomes minus sin theta minus of minus becomes sin theta. So this is sin 90 the value is 1. Put here 1. So opposite becomes minus 1. Sin 0, okay. Sin 90 value 1. Sin of minus theta minus 1. That's all. So like that depends upon these all and this rather graph. Put here minus and the gap is minus pi by 2. This is minus pi by 2. This is minus pi. This is minus pi by 2. This is 0. Here put this is pi by 2. And pi. This is 3 pi by 2. And this is 2 pi. This is 2 pi. The maximum value is 1. It is positive. The minimum value is minus 1. It is put here. It is 1 and it is minus 1. For sin, I said that for every multiple of pi it is 0. Put here indication of 0 here on x-axis. This is y-axis. This is y dash and this is x dash. This is x-axis. For this one it is 0. For sin 0 this is also 0. Mark like this. This is also 0. This is also 0. For sin minus 3 by 2 put 1 in front of here. Mark. Sin minus 5 by 2 minus 1 put here a mark. Sin 90 this is 1 put here a mark like this. Sin 3 by 2 again minus 1 by God. Now join the curve with free hand. Smooth curve you should get, not with the scale. It is called a sine curve, which is most relevant in physics also. Draw like this with this free hand. This is called as oscillating curve also, smooth curve. With free hand you draw it. This is called as oscillating curve. In oscillating manner, oscillating continuous function, you can learn in one way object. This is the graph of sin x. And next question I am writing. Draw the graph of cos x. Draw the graph of cos x between minus 2 pi comma 2 pi. In the same concept, draw like this. Simply I am changing this one. Pi is equal to cos x. Values will be changed. Here, remember the formula. Odd multiple of cos 90 is equal to 0. That is, pi means 180 degrees, pi by 2 means 90 degrees, whether it is minus or plus odd multiple of cos 90 equal to 0. That meaning cos 1 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, cos 1 by 2, cos 3 by 2, cos 5 by 2, cos 7 by 2, like this, cos minus 5 by 2, cos of minus 3 by 2, like that, everything will become 0. So automatically it is 0. Students, one thing you can observe that cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. So it is also important point. Cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. So whenever pi by 2 is there, put 0. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0. And cos 0 is 1. We know that. Cos 0 is 1. Cos 2 pi is nothing but 0. So it is 1. Cos of minus 2 pi, there is no minus. Put it is 1. Now we will discuss about cos pi. Cos pi meaning cos 180 degrees. Cos 180 degrees you can write as allied angles. Cos 90 plus 90, that is cos 90 plus theta minus cos theta. No, number will be changed. Trigonometric function will be changed in the case of 90, cos 90 plus theta in the second quadrant is negative. So minus sin 90, you can get this minus 1. Even though it is cos minus pi or plus pi, it is minus 1. Because there is no question of cos is negative. So depends upon this one. Again we can draw the graph. Minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus pi, minus pi by 2, 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, this is 2 pi. This is x-axis, this is x dash. This is y dash, this is y. Put here 1, this is maximum value 1 and minimum value minus 1. Minus 1 is negative side and 1 is positive side. Substitute the value here, get the graph. Minus 2 pi, for minus 2 pi 1 is there. Put here. First we indicate with the zeros. This is 0, this is 0. Pi by 2, this is 0. 3 pi by 2 also 0. Next for minus 2 pi it is 1. Put here. And for minus pi, we got minus 1 put here. For 0, it is 1. For pi, cos pi also minus 1. Put downside. And cos 2 pi is 1 upside. From here onwards, draw the graph with free hand. Join like this. Draw the graph like this. This is the graph of cos x. Today we have learned the graph of sin x and cos x and next periodic functions. Let us going to discuss the remaining sums, that is graph of tan x, cot x, cosec x, sec x, and in exercise some questions are there, depends upon that questions. We can continue next class. Okay students, let us continue remaining topic in next class.